All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League. We are in week 7 here, approaching game 3. My name is 30. I'm joined by Meme here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yeah, and we're back once again with late night league with 30 and Meme. We're hopefully this game 3 is going to be a little bit more clown fiesta, but there's a lot of living up to do after last game.
There's a lot of salt in the last game we had.
Yeah, yeah, there was
So
a lot of shit
there's a
talking. I
lot
feel
of
like tensions were high, but
yeah.
you know, we'll see how this one goes. Game 3 tonight, gonna be Gruden's QB camp on the blue side going up against King's Incredible Kool-Aid stand on the red side. QBC sitting at 1-5 in the standings, and KIKAS sitting at 4-2. Uh, these games at the end of the season here actually matter a lot after how the previous games tonight have played out. After OTB winning their game tonight, advancing to 2-5, QBC is really on the boiler now to win this one, so they stay out of that dead last situation. There's a very good chance that they end up last if OTP keeps improving like they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I think it's gonna be an interesting game. A lot of salt from last game, and the pressure to not be the worst team in the SBL is starting to get to everybody.
Are we live? Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're live.
Okay.
I
Okay.
double checked. You're
Whew.
good.
Cool. Yeah, and as far as Kickass goes, they're sitting at 4-2 with the coffee house coffee house loss from earlier. It's going to help their position a little bit, but now they're in striking distance of TSA after they just lost their match a few moments ago. So this game means a lot for both of these teams. I expect both these teams to come out swinging, um, despite whatever weird picks we may or may not see tonight. As far as the draft goes, we're already into it. Pretty simple stuff so far. Nivea, Poppy, Caitlyn bands coming from QBC, and this Shen, Lulu, and Braum bands coming from Kick-Ass, targeted at support.
Yeah, so I think the Lulu band's pretty garbage overall because I know this is like one of like a wolf band where he's like, I fucking hate playing against Lulu. That chip's fucking busted. It's like one of those kind of things where I think like for some reason I thought, oh, they're gonna pick Lulu, which I don't know why they would. So I think it's one of those kind of I don't like to play against that champion picks. It'll be super interesting to see if Kishot even plays that champion because I know pretty much nobody on QBC plays Lulu or plays any like super shield heal champions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by it as well. But I guess we'll see how that plays out. Swerves is the Lulu player. Um, so they might even have the potential to pick it there, but for some reason they definitely don't want to see it on the QBC side tonight. First pick overall is going to be the Ziggs going over to QBC, so most likely
Ooh.
going into the hands of Darth Evo, who has shown some spectacular performances on it in the past, even picking up an MVP on it as well. Followed up by Ivern and Twitch for Kickass. What do you think of those picks?
I think the Ivern pick is something that, like, I mean, Bora Bora's done really well every game. I mean, granted, it's Ivern, so it's not like he had to really do much to do well, but it's like, it fits him because he's somebody who's not a jungler, and he's somebody who literally it protects Twitch, which is their AD carry, and it'll protect their mid laner regardless. So, I mean, it just only facilitates the keep the two diamonds alive and we'll just kill everything comp.
Yeah, that's true. And Twitch has been picked up a few times already by the Mighty Wolf, if I recall correctly. Against all odds, because in my mind, when you pick Twitch early, you're asking for a bad time. Team can draft maybe some hard initiation or champs that are really hard for Twitch to deal with, but he really has no fear picking it early and picking it blind into an enemy bot lane, and has shown some good stuff on it. QBC they match with Nocturne and Nautilus, so there you go. But basically, affirming what I just said, they pick two champions that have either an easy way to get to Twitch or an ultimate depth charge from Nautilus that can knock him up through the whole course of a team fight. Um, but also, like you said, protecting that Twitch. Tom Kench being picked up Most likely going into the top lane for Scotch and Not. He played it last week, I believe, or the week prior. So yeah, the two support champions, Ivern and Tom Kench, going to be used to protect Twitch here in this lineup for KIKAS.
Yeah, let's say Tom Kench is actually a really good matchup in tanks. He actually does really well against tanks. I don't exactly understand, why, but I guess it's his passive really that makes him do well in the tanks. And yeah, it only helps out keep Twitch alive and better. And this is like one of Scotch's like favorite champs to spam in solo queue lately. So it'll still be actually pretty exciting to see him play it again.
Another. So actually, we already rolled through ban phase 2 pretty quickly. All the teams tonight really having their shit together. The ban phases seem to be going a lot faster as the season goes on. As teams show more and more of their comfort picks and stuff like that. Nami and Janna being taken away from Zerbs, very smart bans, I think.
Oh,
And then Ashe and Lucian, actually,
wait.
two ADCs being answered, taken away from QBC. Oh wait, what's Brandarino in Borderino? Is that
They're gonna run a triple AP comp with a shitter jungle and Nocturne, and the team's gonna be all AP. That's actually like really awful.
Whoa! And okay, so the draft got real interesting with these last 3 picks here. Last pick overall, I think we're gonna see it for the very first time this season. We're gonna see Thrifty Senpai in the old skeleton man, Karthus himself. Wow, this is gonna be exciting. Who is he going up against in the mid lane though? That's the real fucking question.
He's going against Ari, Doc. They're gonna go. They're gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
Ziggs
Ziggs ADC brand support.
Yeah.
We're ready here on the stream. You guys load up that champ select because my
This is gonna be
fancy's
spicy
been
as
tickled.
fuck.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh man, this is spicy as fuck.
I did hear some rumblings that this week was going to be pretty interesting in terms of pick and ban for this team, and they did not disappoint. This is fantastic. Yeah, Zorbs, you want to hit the ready button? We are good to go.
I'm actually I'm just baffled at the fact that they actually had the balls to pick Ziggs and do a triple AP comp. It's gonna be super interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking what's gonna have happened is that Ziggs got Lex picked, and then I think Matt was like, I don't really want to play Ziggs in their team. I'm gonna play Ari. Solo carry the game for you plebs. Oh wait! It's Ziggs ADC and Darth Evo's going ADC. What the hell?
Yeah. Wait, I thought that's what you're talking about.
No, I thought it was Ziggs. What do you call Darth Evo's gonna go mid lane and Sasquatch's gonna go ADC. Because I've only seen the Sasquatch play Ziggs ADC between the both of them.
Right.
Because they're both mid lane AD carry kind of players. Like that's actually super surprising. I didn't realize that Darth Evo was the one who's gonna go AD carry this week. He doesn't ever play Ziggs. I don't ever see him play Ziggs unless maybe it's mid lane, but mid lane is a little bit different than ADC Ziggs. I think ADC Ziggs is stronger, but this is actually just my mind is actually fucking blown. What the hell? I had an epiphany. What the hell?
Yeah, this should be pretty interesting. What do you think about the jungle matchup though? This Nocturne versus Ivern. I out of all the Ivern picks this season, TSM Bora Bora actually has shown quite a bit of proficiency on the champion. And he picks it into some maybe tougher jungle matchups, and especially this week, Nocturne, a very aggressive, damage-heavy jungler going up against a very slow-moving support jungler. What do you think TSM Bora Bora has to do to try to survive?
I don't think he actually has to do anything except just keep doing what he's been doing the last couple of weeks. Because nobody in SBL ever counter jungles or forces fights in the jungle, the enemy jungle. So it's the main counterplay to Ivern is either setting up a really hardcore strategic level 1 play where either you ward up his shit so you can cuck him at his next buff, so whoever takes the first buff and you go with the next buff. That's one way to kill him. But Nocturne doesn't have the ability to kill somebody at level 2 really, especially not Ivern. So he actually just has to farm. He just has to farm and make early plays on his lanes because Nocturne's just gonna want to power farm throughout the early game to get to level 6 and start ganking off of that. And yeah, Ivern's gonna need to be able to get his lanes ahead in the early part of the game because Ivern level 6 versus Nocturne is like Ivern has to be in that lane already to actually have any effectiveness. Like him walking to a lane late, typically Nocturne's gonna get a kill on his ultimate. So I think it's honestly just best way to just pressure early game on the lanes and try to get as much farm early on as you can. Yeah, I don't think they've only lost. They've lost to. They lost to. Yeah, TSI. I think they lost to Coffee House. I think right. Awesome. Yeah, we had to just run it like LCS. If you mess up your shit, you're fucked.
Oh, okay. I guess I was muted, but didn't say anything important anyway. This is this is so cheesy though from QBC. It's. Do you think this is desperation coming from QBC, or is this a very intelligent draft that
No,
is
so
that
the
is specifically
intelligence is
targeted
100%.
for taking out Kick-Ass and their strengths?
No, I think this one is 100% not smart drafting because you like if you were smart drafting, you would know you need AD somewhere, and Nocturne building full AD, you can't just ult in and kill targets consistently unless they're just isolated. So, like that's not gonna work. Like you need to have an AD champion. Like okay, so the game prior to that we played with TSA versus POG, like they were drafting an all AD composition, so they need an AP champion, which is like why we banned that one. Not important, but that's why they had to pick Swain top lane instead of like a tank for them, because they needed AP. They had an ADC, had an AD jungler, and they had an AD mid laner. So they had to pick an AP top laner. Like you need to obviously split your damage, and it's like you don't have that with their team. So I don't think it's a smart draft at all. I think it's a desperation move to have done a little bit of cheese to try to because this is best of one. So I think
Yeah.
the whole try not to secure last place starting to get to them. But I think it's strategic in the fact that they had for Sasquatch go back to we're transitioning to mid lane this week, and Evo go back to ADC or APC if you want to call it that. Because if you look at Evo in this season and honestly prior seasons when he plays mid lane, he doesn't ever roam. He just stays in his lane. He doesn't ever really go and roam and like gank another lane ever. It's typically him just sitting in mid lane and trying to accumulate a CS lead or try to get a solo kill if ever. So I think, because I mean, I've tried to talk to him about his frustrations with this SBL season so far. That I think you need him something like playmaking in mid lane. That or if he wants to go mid lane, he's got to work more toward the roaming factor in mid lane, not just the lane freezing and pressuring in CS leads.
Right. Yeah. Mid lane is such an influential lane that you really your reach your influence on the game you have to reach further than just your lane. Top lane you can do that kind of stuff. You worry just sort of kind of about yourself and the lane mechanics, freezing waves, denying your enemy experience and stuff like that, and just teleporting every once in a while. But yeah, mid lane always constantly on the move, thinking about where do I go, left or right of my lane. Yeah, hopefully we'll see him do that on Ari, a champion that is very, very good at roaming, and something that this is, I guess this is an interesting mid lane matchup, right? Karthus is, or not Thrifty equals Karthus. Thrifty Senpai, also known for his Ari play, and what really strikes me about his Ari play is not only does he play Ari really well in the lane, but he's just one of the best roaming mid laners in the league. And when he plays Ari, it just shows so much on how good he is. But someone like Karthus, you're not able to do that. I mean, you have your ultimate for that global pressure, but Sasquatch, I think, might be able to get the better of Thrifty Senpai as far as the matchup goes. Right? This is an early game favored matchup for Sasquatch. This
Yeah,
is really his time
definitely.
to shine.
Yeah, and I think he used to be a hardcore Ari player back in probably like 2 seasons ago and a little bit last season. But yeah, he's definitely put in a shit ton of hours on Ari. So I think it'll be super exciting to watch him play it, especially in the 50 Senpai, the best mid laner probably in the league, without a doubt.
Without, I mean, probably ever in SBL history, without a doubt. I mean, he's probably
You know, I remember a certain guy that was on my team named Contagio that was definitely whooping on him in lane before.
What?
I remember a certain
My
time when we
boy
were first got the team
Contagio.
too. I don't know. I remember that. Maybe it was just a fantasy of mine, but I think something like that happened at one time in my life.
Yeah,
But
he was really good. It's sad that he wasn't able to join back into the league this season. Very skilled player. Um,
yeah.
but I guess we'll see. We're loading in here on the Summoner's Rift. Ah man, this is some real late night league. This is so cheesy. I can't even process this right now because if this game goes further than 25-30 minutes, how can you expect QBC to win this game?
Yeah, you don't like because most Ziggs ADC games like you just gotta like win off the pure like turret gold advantage. You're like, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna get all the turrets in the game, and like that's it, man. Like, like that's your entire fucking game plan. So I think it'll be interesting. But the best part is like it's like the early game versus the late game because like late game Karthus is disgusting, late game Ziggs is disgusting. And it's like you have not Ziggs, Twitch.
Yeah.
It's like early game Ziggs is really disgusting. Early game Ari is super disgusting. Late game's not that bad, but it's just not as good as the early game because it's easier to get picks off in early mid game.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah, that's really true. This yeah, it's really just an early versus late matchup we got going here. QBC, they have to strike early and they have to strike hard if they want to try to make a dent into the enemy base and try to get some towers down early so they can at least go into the jungle and maybe set up some picks. A lot of burst potential, a lot of that bottom three, like you were saying, they could really blow up Karthus or Twitch or Zyra, pretty much any of them if they find them in the opposing jungle. Pretty standard starts here, just a simple fan out from both teams.
Nocturne starting top. That's actually interesting. I think he's gonna go for the counter jungle on the red of Bora Bora.
Well, see, there you go. Yeah, maybe Ira not equipped to handle that kind of early red buff take. But what is he's doing?
You know, take his red buff, man. He's
Okay.
gonna jack that shit.
Okay. How does he know that Nocturne's not starting here, though?
Friend of the fucking forest, Emma. Oh wait, he's going straight to his red buff though.
Yeah.
He's gonna get caught.
Oh, wait a
He's
minute.
gonna get caught though.
Oh,
Smite
man.
That shit and leave. Smite and leave. No! Don't green out for it.
Oh
Not
wait.
like this.
Direct the camera. Go my way. Finding Bora Bora in the jungle. The snare lands or the fear lands.
He's out. He's just out.
He's just out. He just walks away.
Oh, Thrifty the God started pressuring up mid lanes. That way he couldn't just go full on aggressive to him. You get a free rotate. And Wang's trying to travel back to catch it at blue, but he's like, nah, I've already got it.
Pinks are coming down. Double buff already for Bora Bora. And Wang, he's maybe caught in the river here. The Mighty Wolf, he rotated over. He's landing down the auto. Thrifty now sees him into the Dragon Pit. First blood going over to Bora Bora. Wang, once again.
We're not done yet. We're not done.
We're not done. Oh my god. Snare lands on the kiss shot with the ignite. Has to flash out. Now Darth Evo, he's getting the autos from Mighty Wolf. Is he going to kite it out? He will. The bomb field comes down and gets zoned out. And so 2 kills early going over to KIKAS.
Oh my god. I don't. Wait, top lane. Wait, what? There's a kill top lane.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, but that happened during all of the directed camera shenanigans. I'm not sure how that even happened.
I don't know. We're gonna assume that Scotch was just a god and just auto attacking to death. That's the story of it. Man. He auto attacked him to death and then just ate him and spit him out. That's the story of that one.
Yeah, wow. Scotch is not really going off. Look at this early CS lead. I mean, he's probably pushing a big wave up there. So, Charm lands on the Thrifty. Damage coming through on the Sasquatch. Maybe answering back. But man, I mean the pathing from Wang though. What's the idea there, man?
I don't know.
Oh, flash for Sasquatch. Had the charm lined up and everything with Thrifty, with the reaction time, able to get out of that one. Would have surely been a kill with Ignite there.
Oh yeah.
Pings are coming down.
I think that pathing was absolute like garbage tier, because like you saw him take it, like you met him at his red buff, and you knew he took it, right? Like the only way you can ever get another buff is to just running topside and trying to take his, but you waste a lot of time walking across the map. So it's honestly just better to farm up like whatever camps you have left, which he had the Raptor camp still up, he had the Krugs, he had wolves still up. Like he could have just farmed the other part of the jungle and just taken the L and moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nocturne ganks pre-6 are not good, so it's like, just move out with yourself. Try to get to 6. Instead of wasting time and then dying. And putting your whole team behind.
Yeah, and we just saw earlier that Thrifty was pushing up the mid lane like a man, giving room for Bora Bora to actually get into the enemy jungle. And Zwerves and Mighty Wolf on the bottom side were, pushing a little bit, already halfway. But when you go into the enemy jungle, you're going to get burned like that. And talk about burn! Kiss Shot and Darth Eva laying down the burn onto Zwerves, and he just dies standing still.
Fucking rip.
Yeah, that was a hell of a lot of damage, but that's what we expected with this bottom lane here with Ziggs and Brand.
I say I can feel all the cheese is coming out here, dude. All the cheese.
Holy man, the schmack talk begins. Grand Spiffy, he's answering back though. He's trying to even up the CS, pushing in that really big wave there in up top, gonna bounce back off the tower. But I mean, is it important for Grand Spiffy here? I mean, let's just talk about Grand Spiffy for a second, because I know we were talking about some cheesy picks on the bottom side of the map, but Grand Spiffy really the only sold tank for this lineup. How important is it for him to get big and tanky?
Actually, I mean, because if you look at the team of KIKAS, like you have 2 damage sources. I mean, Zyra, yeah, if she stays ahead, but if she's gonna keep dying a lane like this, it might be a big deal. So I mean, it's not detrimental to their team because they just have so much damage, and Guess only has so much damage. I mean, I guess they really do have 3 damage sources, but it's gonna end up being late game. It's gonna look more like only 2. So I guess it's not the biggest priority for their team. And I mean, throughout all the games we've seen so far, they kind of leave top lane to do whatever the fuck top lane can do, and just hope he just does well.
Yeah, I think the game plan here is really just to leave Spiffy up to his own devices up there against Scotchnaut. Maybe expecting able to win the lane against Scotchnaut. Scotchnaut always proven really not to be the best laner in the league, but a great team player. And Pixie's tanks very selflessly trading going back up top, man. This is gonna get close here.
Wait, go in on him!
Gravehelm's gonna go down in the depth charge. Just gonna pick up the kill straight up. Solo kill for Spiffy.
He must have had like low mana and not been able to eat him or something, but that was a total.
Oh, he ate him. He's bit him out behind him and tried to auto him back, but the damage wasn't there. And Spiffy, with the smart play there, waits out the gray health and then goes for the depth charge.
I guess maybe his cooldown for W wasn't up yet. I guess I haven't played a lot of time, I'm not used to it, but yeah.
It's pretty long early on if you don't level it up right away. I've dabbled with some support Tom Kent in the past. Like I play this game. Well,
yeah, I think I've played like 3 games this year with you.
If that might actually be the only games I've played in 2017, but
yes, count me in.
Fred, yeah, and then the bot lane. Oh, where Sasquatch, he comes over and he finds a lot of bad guys in this bush here. But Darth Evo, he's cheating up. He just walks to the tower, lays down the Ziggs bomb. Or Sasquatch gonna pick up that first kill onto Bora Bora, and now Thrifty with the zone lays down the wall of pain, and where Sasquatch not gonna be able to do anything to get out of there. Spirit Rush was down. Same with the Flash. So a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day. Oh, wait, make it 2, double kill, boom, press R for win. Requiem, see you later.
Boom on him.
Oh man, so 4-3 now. KIKAS taking a very slight lead here, about 700 gold. A lot of that's really just coming from the first blood onto Wang, but already looking at 2-0-1 Thrifty Senpai in the mid lane on the Karthus. Got the Rod of Ages and nothing else. That's pretty big, honestly. At 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Holy shit!
That's gonna be monstrous.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That means not even at 20 minutes it's gonna already be fully stacked. So he's gonna already be tanking the mid game, be a total son of a bitch to play against, and he's gonna get I think 100 AP off of that anyways.
Yeah. Oh, Scotch eating up Grand Spiffy. He's gonna try the 1v1 again. See how this one plays out. Lance a stun. Weaving in the autos with the walking, and just gonna lay down some Rastrum, who's the boss.
I'm surprised Wayne didn't just come up and try to gank him at that point. They could have just 2v1'd him. Boar was on the bottom, near mid lane, taking the Raptor camp, or I guess eating up the Raptor camp. Setting free the Raptor camp.
Setting free the Raptor camp. Yeah, no killing here for Ivern.
Uh-oh, who's gonna take the red buff?
Looks like
Oh,
gonna be
Scotch got it.
Scotchanaut, yeah. So, a little bit of top lane tech there. I mean, he was already doing a lot of auto-based trading there, so this might benefit Scotchanaut a lot. Maybe be able to pick up a solo kill back onto Grand Spiffy.
Yeah, if he flopped his other one.
My Wang has the level 7 now on Nocturne. Flash up, making his way down to the bottom lane. Undetected right now, so they're looking for a gank onto this bottom lane. Will they be able to bait it out? They're going to need to land some kind of CC. Brandon needs to land a stun. Oh, but he's on a ward. There, he's spotted out. Time is wasted, and Wang's got to make that sad, lonely walk back to the jungle.
That's going deep. The 4-man special down bottom.
Oh, Zorb's getting killed under the tower. Wang has to flash out from the fight there, but it's going to be a 1 for none right now, but it might be more. Brandel comes through. It's going to knock him down, and meanwhile, Zig's going to pick up that first tower gold for his team. Now, gold lead swinging over to QBC.
Damn. Your Sasquatch is just living in bottom lane. He's gotten 2 kills back to back like that. I really wonder what else they can do for bottom lane to try to help them stay alive, because they're just getting camped to shit. I mean, granted, their bot lane's only 0-2 to combine, but it's just like they're just getting pressured over and over and over again.
The bot lane for KIKAS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's... Oh, my Wing launching the Nocturne ult onto Thrifty. He has to respect it and flash out. Wall of Pain and the Exhaust comes back onto him as he retreats here. Bora Bora now on the chase with Zwerbs as well, but the CC's not going to land, and Wang will get out for free there. So almost a confirmed kill there on Thrifty, but his team was there in the mid lane to back him up, and now Mighty Wolf on the Twitch sneakily goes into the mid lane with the Twitch stacks. Actually pick him up Grand Spiffy here. He's going to lay down the autos and pick up the kill on Mighty Wolf, and for Sasquatch, he actually got out with his life there at the end. Darth Eva with the Ziggs bomb, but does nothing against the Grey Hell's Gotcha-Not. What a monster, just tanking up all this damage. Requiem comes through and just going to pick up a kill back onto QBC here. Double kill. And the fight ends here. At the end of the day, it's a 2 for 2, where Sasquatch actually died at the end there somehow. I'm not sure how that actually happened. Thought he was safe there. Must have went back in for some trading, but... Classic. 6-6.
Alright, so I think he probably died of the Karthus ult, because he was super fucking low.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Yeah, Requiem, yeah. I thought he would have...
definitely a clown fucking fiesta. Compared to our game, like, this game is actually insane. They're on the track.
Were you watching your own game, man? Your game was pretty fucking bonkers.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, it's just consistently fighting across the map. People are just rotating, swapping lanes, just fucking in the middle of other lanes, just chilling. Like, Nautilus is now mid lane support, I guess. I don't know.
That's true. You're right. I mean, it's like more of a clown fiesta in terms of like, why are you where you are right now? Why Grand Spiffy just chilled in mid lane for like 3 minutes?
I don't fucking know. Like, I get top lane. Like, they swap their... Like, maybe they're trying to swap bot lane, top lane, but they set their bot lane up top lane to siege a turret, and they're just like, nah, just go back bot lane.
Yeah, so KIKAS, they lost their bot tower. They rotated their duo mid, trying to push some pressure there, and they just happened to find some kills and a couple ganks. And now, Mighty Wolf, he's going to pick up the free lane up and top. Scotchanaut now going to meet him up there, maybe making a 2-man push onto this. And Swerves is now roaming around with a 3-man unit with Ivern and Karthus. Oh, just kidding. Gonna go back to the bottom lane. This is really kind of uncoordinated.
It's all over the fucking place, dude.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, the Satchel Bomb actually knocks him out of the fear there. Ziggs Bomb's going to miss totally. Charm's going to land on Bora Bora at the very end, and they are going to pick up the kill. Wang going to come in and confirm that kill, and now Mighty Wolf scotching out with the flank, laying down the damage on the Sasquatch. He's going to go down. Now Mighty Wolf might be in a bad spot, but no, never mind. But the damage comes through. Brand is going to lay down the ultimate depth charge. AoE damage everywhere. Double kill for Thrifty Senpai. Double kill for the Mighty Wolf now, and now it's a scary 1v3 situation for the Spiffy man. And that's going to be it. An ace for KIKAS and a 2 for 5.
Oh, these fights are like, they look so good for QBC. And then like there's a fuck up, like a small fuck up. I don't even know what it is. That's the sad part. It's like bot lane, like when they ganked them the first time, like with the 4-man squad, like Sasquatch got caught, and I think Wang almost got caught. And like the second time they did it, they got, what do you call it? Wang almost got caught again. And then this one, like they had a really good pick on Bora Bora, and well, I guess it was a really good fight between Thrifty Senpai and Bora Bora. And then like it looked really good, and then all of a sudden like it all went to shit afterwards.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't even know what's happening in a lot of these fights. Everyone is like dip diving and dodging, and there's so much damage that comes out in these fights. It's really explosive. Gonna be a dragon picked up by KIKAS here, but it's gonna be pressure in the mid lane from QBC. Yeah, they're gonna have to back off here. Not able to pick up anything. Hook lands on the Scotch now. Will they find him out here? And they will not. Charm misses, and now
here comes Daisy.
Daisy with the Ivern, and yeah, not going to be anything there. Just to sort of back him up from the mid lane. We're going full ARAM guys here in the mid lane.
Oh god, it's 16 minutes in!
Oh man, yeah. And here we go. 4-man, 3-man push. Nope. I don't know what these guys are doing. It's going to be a 300 gold lead for KIKAS. Does it really feel like, I don't know who actually is in the lead. The gold really doesn't help me out here.
Well, I mean, the gold is only like, it's a 400 gold favor for
yeah, it's really
KIKAS,
nothing.
But
it's
like,
negligible.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Oh god, I don't even understand how to like comprehend all this. Like this is like ARAM. This is actually ARAM.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Wow, they just put 5 in the mid for KIKAS there. Stone's gonna go wide on the kiss shot, and he just turns around, maybe thinking it's his last shot, and it is because Scotchnaut came in from behind, turns around, tries to deal as much damage as he can before he dies. Swarm's gonna get eaten before the damage from Ari comes through. So good supportive play there from Scotchnaut. Also with the good flank onto Brand, able to see the support player out of position here. Mid tower is going to be picked up very easily. Grant Spiffy or Sasquatch, what are you doing? Trying to defend the tower 2v5. We saw this before, but Wang comes in from the side. Dorothyva's going to pick up the kill at the Swerve. Where Sasquatch flash over, Charms, Thrifty, Senpai, finds him out in the middle there. Wall of Pain's not going to be enough, and Wang picking up another kill for himself. But what can Requiem pick up on the back end? Picking up 1, maybe 2 here, where Sasquatch... he's still chasing. He thought he might have had the kill there. The tongue lands, and this might be it. Oh, the E-slow comes through. Will Spiffy get out?
The world may never know.
Derek the Garrett go back.
I'm gonna watch top lane.
Oh my god, and here we go. Scotchnaut, he's going for the tower dive.
Holy shit.
Oh man, and the tanks get out. Wang nearly dying from the tower there, and he doesn't though. Oh wait,
shit.
He's making the flank on the Scotchnaut. Will he survive? The ward does that not go in the bush?
That's in the bush. It's grayed out. It's in the bush.
Oh okay. Oh, at first it looked like it didn't go. Barely, yeah. And Kishot, he decides, no, fuck that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Now Swerve's coming in for the support.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, yep. See you later. Yep, Mighty Wolf finding out Kishot once again. I feel bad for Kishot, but when you play that brand support, you really can't do a lot of the things normal supports do, like roaming around in the jungle. You just either don't have the mobility or the tankiness to get out if you get caught by pretty much anyone. Any fucking champion in the game can kill you because you're so immobile and so squishy early on. But 11 to 14, Goldie now technically a little bit in QBC's favor. They have three towers to 1, so they're doing a good job of that, knowing that they're essentially on a clock here until their AD-less composition really runs its course. Yeah, I don't know, but Wang, I mean, he's 3-2-1. He's been picking up a lot of these kills in these fights. He went the Blood Razor, which I don't. Is that normal? For Nocturne?
It's doable, but I really like. I mean, times I play Nocturne, I like to go the bruisery, tanky Nocturne. That way you can actually go in fights and stay in the fights.
Yeah.
So it's more like you want to go like Warrior than.
Yeah, I feel like what does Master Splinter build on it? I feel like he builds the Warrior on it. I feel like that's a little more safe.
You want the CDR for your ultimate, but I mean, if he's gonna build it with a Bork, it synergizes pretty well. So I mean,
yeah.
Wang's been looking at the Mobile Fire guy,
right?
Yeah, Bork, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, maybe there's a good bit of legitimacy there, and yeah, Spiffy, he's gonna get zoned out here by the 3-man squad in the top lane by KIKAS.
But they're gonna trade bot lane turrets now.
Yeah, oh my god, this is a across the map base race, 2v3s on both sides of the map. Death Charge comes through with Sasquatch. He's trying to lay down the damage and follow up, but now Daisy comes through. Will it lock up Spiffy? Did he make a mistake here? And he might have. Scotchanaut laying down that passive, and there it is. Bora Bora gonna pick
Damn,
up
you got
that kill.
slapped by Tree Daddy. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, now for Sasquatch, now he is in the 1v3 situation. He's gonna have to try to wave clear off this tier 2 as best he can.
Oh, they're gonna get roamed on. Red lane rotations.
Yeah, QBC realizing this, so they back off from their push on the bot side and wander over to dissuade KIKAS from taking their tier 2. Oh my god, will they meet in the river here? Stun lands onto Daisy. They're just gonna try to take her out, I guess.
Daisy's the real MVP though.
Taking
all the skill shots.
Yeah.
8,
1, and 3 for Thrifty Senpai in the mid lane on Karthus. The Abyssal Scepter completed now. Working on, you know, an LR item, needless to large rod item. Not sure which. Oh wait, Blasting One, probably Death Cap.
Correct.
Yeah, Death Cap. Obviously, you know, Death Cap. I remember when Death Cap was introduced into the game. I feel like Karthus mains everywhere just exploded in their pants. They're like, wait, you can just have more AP on top of your AP? And they're like, hell yeah. And then they just built all of those. I feel like was it not even unique back in the day? I don't even know. But it was fucking crazy. You know what's going to be fucking crazy? Thrifty Senpai, once he completes it, his damage is going to be off the walls. His Requiems are already doing quite a bit of hurt. I mean, Wang has the spell shield to potentially block it, but he uses that pretty early in fights to try to gain the bonus attack speed from it as well. The Dragon maybe going to come through here from KIKAS, but yeah, my team is gonna secure it, and now Wang, he's going to go down real quick. The Mighty Wolf kiting him out in the backline. QBC trying to regroup, rally around here. Damage misses onto Zwerbs. Brandel comes through with it. Whoa! Pop goes a Weasel, and down goes Scotchanaut. So just a 1-for-1 right now. Thrifty might be caught out in the Dragon Pit. He flashes out of the Requiem. He flashes out of everything. Daisy body blocking for him, and now the Requiem comes through. How many will it pick up? 2 kills for Thrifty Senpai. Thrifty. No! Flash was down, so he had to try something, and Mighty Wolf finds him out. So it's a 2-for-4 at the end of the day. Once again, KIKAS coming out on top in these team fights.
I think I smelled a Baron. Come on.
Yeah, this
you got Daisy to take it.
Well,
Come on.
you know,
you got Zyra plan.
When Daisy goes away, though, what happens here? But wait, now they're going.
They got infinite shields and they got Zyra plans. Zyra plans.
No. There's no way they can do this. They're just gonna pick up some scuttle control here.
They took way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe push out their waves, but at least they got the scuttle, so they now have that permanent vision in the river here. Scotchanaut rotating down to the bottom. It looks like he actually recalled and used his teleport to get down there. So he's just trying to pick up this tier 1 uncontested.
I'm not a huge fan of that TP because that removes his ability to ever split push, or I mean, I guess maybe because he's like core and saving.
Yeah.
Does they don't have a true support on the team besides Bora Bora? I guess maybe like it's fine, but I really wouldn't use my TP just for a single outer turret at 24 minutes in almost.
Yeah, that's a little questionable too. Yeah, because like you said, it removes all that Baron split push potential. So now he recalled, so yeah, he going back to maybe group, or maybe not stay 2 lanes away, but only a lane away. So he might be able to use his ultimate depending on what level it is. And now Grant Smithy, he has teleport up, so he's free to go into the bottom lane and push it back out, push and pressure back onto the tier 2 and bottom. QBC grouping up in mid, Dragon's down, so there's nothing to go back to for them there. But I don't see how they, like, really the satchel charge is what they have to take down the towers, right? That's it. But and it's a bunch of wave clear from Ari and Brand, obviously, but really just some good positioning from a kick-ass front line in front of the tower. You got to be scared, man. As a QBC, you can't go toe-to-toe with that. They've lost every 5v5 fight so far, just because their lineup can't really handle that front-to-back team fighting.
Yeah, and I say, and also Ziggs not going a Lichbane second item really fucked up their ability to actually siege, because Lichbane, what do you call it, auto attacks proc with his passive to do the extra damage with a percent of his AP. So it really helps him siege out like an actual ADC, since obviously they don't have a proper ADC.
Yeah. And
it's only gonna make those sieges more difficult than they already are.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Mighty Wolf here sitting at 5-3-8, i.e. Hurricane, and probably working on a Phantom Dancer, some kind of Zeal item. Pretty standard ADC route here. Oh, Wall of Pain comes through. It's going to slow Kiss Shot. Going to need a Skittle to the face. Taking out basically a fourth of his health. Now the stun lands. Now he's down to half health. As Brand support, no innate way to heal that back up. So might be forced to recall here. Oh man, this Mighty Wolf on Twitch, it's so scary too when he's playing against a team of all squishies. It's just like all you can eat buffet.
It's all
man.
Squishies that can kill you too. So it's like this like intense game of who's gonna kill who first. It's like how good is his actual, you know, his ambush attack. That's
true. Yeah, exactly. If he ambushes and doesn't kill him right away, any of these AP carries can just turn around and blow him up. But the game is slowed down incredibly so. Now it's a 3k gold lead for Sidnap for KIKAS. They have the two Drakes, Infernal and Cloud. Gonna help them out there. Infernal, oh man, once again, really benefits their two main damage sources, Karthus and Twitch. Especially Karthus here, 10-2 and 5 for Thrifty with the death cap. My god. How much AP does this guy have? Oh, just 422. That's...
Yeah, 422.
At 26 minutes. That's just a normal standard amount. Right?
Fucking no, that shit's busted.
Oh man, look at this little cheeky bush play there from
the
QBC.
best part is everybody's like, alright, fuck it, I'm out. But then you're like, no, hold the line! Hold the line!
That, I mean, yeah, they're just looking for KIKAS trying to lay down their vision so they can settle for a Baron, but KIKAS, they got some other priorities on their mind. They're not even looking at this Baron right now. Like, they warded it up, but really that's just them looking for maybe some sneaky Barons from QBC. They're really intent on pushing out these lanes and just maybe sieging them out. A 5v5 in the Baron pit really spells disaster for both of these lineups, honestly.
Oh my god, they didn't get that ward when they swept it.
Oof.
And so yeah, the reason KIKAS probably isn't touching Baron at all is because that's the only way QBC gets back in this game. Like the gold lead is small enough for them just to be able to make it back. If they got a Baron steal, or if they got like a nice 3 for like 1 or 2 trade, like near the Baron, like that's the only way they get back into this game is just by getting a nice pick around Baron or getting a Baron steal.
Yep. How QBC now they're posturing towards this Baron. Clear out the blue trinket ward in the pit. They're sitting on top of the control ward, so they know they're not spotted there. Now they're pushing into kick-ass jungle. Dragon's gonna come up now. QBC with the pressure and priority in mid lane, so they might be able to rotate down here and pick up this Cloud, but what will that mean for their top lane or potentially Baron for KIKAS? Whoever's might have been caught out. He's trying to take out the ward, flashes the hook, but man, everything was used here to take him out. Well, actually, no, just Nocturnal. Looks like he laid down his own ult to try to save himself there. Yeah, but it will not be enough. So Zwerv's getting caught out. This might mean a Baron try. But no, once again, the bait comes through. Blue Trinket Ward, very smart. Spots him out. Oh, for Sasquatch!
Oh,
Mighty Wolf!
Sidestep!
Duels him in the 1v1. Sidesteps the... Did he sidestep the charm?
Yeah, he
literally
just micro sidestep that shit.
Micro sidestep. Wow, didn't even have to use the flash. When you're that close, that's just ballsy, honestly. I mean, it's impressive, sure, but man, the hitbox is so large at that point when you're standing so close.
I don't think they can do Baron without having Scotchin out there.
Yeah, he does have
Yeah,
the
they're not
teleport
even
now,
clearing
but
out vision.
Scotch is split pushing in the bottom lane for free. He's going to pick up that tier 2 uncontested. Depth charge comes through to try to disengage the fight, but Grand Spiffy used his W, and what the hell?
What the
He
hell? What are
has
these
like
shields
30
on
health. Wow. Close. Honestly, Thrifty probably thought he was going to die there, but now the Baron has started. They're sitting in the Ivern bush. And yeah, this is going to be real easy here. Wang, yeah, not even going to try. Pings are going down, but it's already too late. Baron going over to KIKAS. And that, honestly, folks, probably the nail in the coffin for QBC.
I think if they can at least get mid-tier turret and the mid-tier second turret and then also an inhib off of that, then yeah. But I think it's gonna be a struggle because they have so much wave clear. And they can deal with the Baron minions.
That's true, yeah. They do
QBC
have a lot
Baron
of that.
minions.
And I guess their dive potential isn't the greatest. I mean, you're really just a Tom Kench flank.
Yeah, that's just walking straight at the
Yeah.
face, hopefully.
But no true hard initiation, you know, someone to really just dive into the backline and start off the fight.
Yeah. I think honestly they can get these 2 turrets out of those Barons to win because at the end of the day, like, QBC can't do a Baron, I don't think, on their own. Because they don't have an AD that's able to keep
Yeah.
outputting damage.
Yeah, they gotta have the enemy team help them out. You know,
Yeah, they give 'em that fatty
10v1.
leash.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these bushes. I love these death bushes that aren't swept. They just sit there like, all right, we're gonna catch them out. And it's like some guy walks in with a sweeper's like, you're out of ward by the way. And it's just like, fuck. Like it's just, oh, it's so good.
Spiffy meeting Scotchnaut in the top lane here. Trying to do his best and just wave clear and save his tower. 4 men in the middle for KIKAS. Bomb lands onto the Mighty Wolf, man. That's a good chunk, man. It doesn't take a lot to take out
bomb.
Twitch here. They just have to find a way. Yeah, this is going to be real tough for Spiffy. I mean, he has Sunfire Cape and his E and, I mean, his W passive. Nautilus is okay at, like, doing this tower defense thing, but against the Scotchnaut, man, that Tom Kench is just annoying.
Against Scotchnaut, Baron minions. Is he gonna throw a gromp over the wall?
Oh, nah. That would have been good, though.
Here, take a frog. Fuck, man.
Oh, Q lands. Yeah, see, it really is, once he lands the Q, it's free autos. He's always going to get off the 3 stacks, so he can choose to either stun him again or eat him up in case he had his teammates there to help lay down some additional CC. But yeah, Spiffy just has to recall here. Gonna probably go back into the top lane and keep defending it. They put Sasquatch in the bottom, trying to wave clear off the inhib tower. And yeah, I mean, really, it's just wave clear duty for QBC here. Baron's still running on this kick-ass lineup. But what can they do? Can they walk up? Wang just walks through the wall of pain. Gonna use the W to maybe block a skill or two there. And yeah, the tower goes down. Baron up cannon minion's gonna do the trick.
Really need to crack one of these other auto turrets so they can actually get a hard push going to actually make their Baron successful. Because right now it looks like they just took Baron.
Oh, Death Charge lands. Charm. Oh, it's gonna get missed. Scott's gonna eat him up. And Sasquatch's gonna keep following with the Spirit Rush here. But oh man, he's gonna lay down. He actually Spirit Rushes over on the Thrifty Senpai, who flashes with the Defile on, and the Skittle comes through. It's turned around completely. Requiem now comes through. Wang almost going down. Spiffy going in there trying to save his teammates, but it is too late, and now he will have to walk away. White. Whoa, Twitch, see you later. Double kill for him, and now it's really falling apart here for QBC as potentially all members die once again, and they're just pushing in for the win.
That's game.
Yeah, that's game. Bora Bora, Mighty Wolf, and Swerve's going in here.
Game, unless Swerve does something dumb, which he's trying to. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, now they end. That's game.
Boom, yeah, that's it, folks. Here, yeah, Teleport's going to come through on that minion, and real casual win here for KIKAS. A little over 33 minutes here. Advancing to 5-2, so they're now tied with TSA at the top of the standings. Here we go, boys.
That's the real question. Who do we want to bring in? Who do we want to bring in? Like, cause okay, personally, me, I don't want to bring in Thrifty yet again for like the 5th time this season. But it's just like, I mean, that was a really good game. But also, I mean, Wolf did some stuff. He did stuff on the side. It was pretty impressive. The micro dodge, man.
The micro dodge from the Mighty Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I say
mean,
also, I mean, Borbor did a pretty good job. This keeping his Twitch fucking alive in team fights. Like he did a solid job keeping him alive. So did Scotch too. Gotta get the love the
yeah,
supports, man.
yeah. I know. Honestly, I think let's bring in Scotch. I honestly thought Scotch played pretty well this game. I mean, his scoreline isn't super impressive, but some pretty clutch saves there, and at least he knew how to pressure the map. Honestly, I think all of these guys played equally well, and we talked with Thrifty pretty much every fucking week. So let's just get Scotch in here and get his perspective on the game.
All right.
Let's see if I can pull him.
Get the Bonobo in here.
The Bonobo himself, yeah. But really, it's a team win for KIKAS. We could talk to any of these people; they all played equally well. Really, I don't think it was a KIKAS win, more of a QBC loss, if I had to be honest.
I don't know. I mean,
because with that team comp, what do you expect?
Game, they just threw that shit out the window. I think everything went wrong in the draft, man. Once you draft the AAA team, you're like, hope we win the early game and not throw.
User joined your channel.
Welcome, Scotchnaut, to the swamp. How you doing?
Evening. I mean, it's pretty good. We're making America great, right?
We always are up here in the swamp. I mean, after it was drained, obviously.
Right, obviously. And all the bills are passing.
Yes.
As to be expected.
Yes.
Healthcare reform.
We never lose. We sometimes don't win.
It's just minor setbacks.
Yes.
It's the terrorists winning.
Wait, what? Are we talking about League here still?
Yeah, no. We're gonna start talking about League. We're gonna talk about this game 3 here of Week 7. Scotchnaut. When you're in the draft and you see QBC draft the lineup, they draft. What are you guys thinking?
We said it's all magic except for Nocturne. So as long as we don't feed and build magic resist, we win this. So don't be retarded and business casual win.
Yeah, but it really, for you guys, it was a business casual win. You guys didn't come up with your tuxedos and your nicely tied ties. You just got your khakis on, maybe some tennis shoes.
I mean, you got Karthus and Twitch. Like, you just need to hang out for a while, get some econ, and then you just win. And like they needed to throw haymakers all early game, and unfortunately, it started looking like they were gonna do something. I don't know. I was watching the mini map all game, playing wet noodle fight with Spiffy the entire game, so that was neat. But the mini map was entertaining.
Like a short side comment to the fact that like their whole team was AP. If what do you call it? Magic damage? Like what do you call it? The Bork does the on-hit damage as magic damage, correct or no?
It used to. I don't know after they remade
they changed
what
it.
happened.
They didn't change it. They never touched it, but it is physical damage. I was gonna say it was the old attack speed jungle enemy make you do on-hit AP damage, and I'm pretty sure Bork used to make you do on-hit AP damage as well.
Yeah, it used to do.
I was gonna say shit. They
like
fucked themselves hard, but never mind. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like literally it is in the hands of the Wang himself, and boy, do we have a bag of popcorn. Popped for this one, boys, because we didn't think there was a fucking Icicle's chance in hell that he was gonna get fed enough to fucking be the entire 80 or AD damage of that team. Because everybody else was literally just magic damage, and I mean, the brand was getting scary with the the percentage damage, but Karthus and Twitch, so it was just gratuitous amounts of damage late game, so we just had to get there.
Yeah, I mean, Wang did like the third least amount of damage in the game. You're right. I mean, really, Brand was a big damage contributor at least early on. He's laying down some pretty juicy like 3-4 man Brand ults.
Yeah,
you might have had him scared of late game, but I just never even got there. So as far as your composition goes, you guys have been drafting these very support-esque, protect our 2 damage carry team compositions. You guys seem to thrive on this. I mean. And it doesn't seem like teams are wanting to take away some of these core elements. Are you guys always going to keep finding a way to do this style until someone defeats it?
We don't necessarily want to do this every week. It's like I would think I would argue that we are a little bit more dynamic. I don't know if you remember the earlier games this season, but we did a couple different styles of game rather than just, protect the Twitch comps. But lately, this seems to be what's been working out really well for us, especially with Thrifty going against these mid laners that he's able to get a lead off of. I don't want to say necessarily weaker, but Thrifty's still the king. He wears the crown. I don't think anybody can argue that at this point.
I mean, you can say weaker. This is a
Yeah,
this is a
he's
safe
bodying
space.
these fools.
Yeah,
dog.
you just
Oh, Jensen of the SBL, body fools.
Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It's like really no contest, and even picking Karthus into an RA matchup, which if these two mid laners were potentially like equally skilled, Thrifty versus Thrifty, I'd have to put money on RA for winning that lane. But yeah, Thrifty always finds a way, even in a losing matchup, to thrive and just power through and finishes the game 11-2 and 7. Surely he was picking up a lot of kills on the backside of his 2 deaths off Requiem, and you guys protecting him for as long as you guys did. But yeah, I mean, you guys obviously find a lot of success. Now 5-2, really on an upstreak here going into the end of the season. Now tied for the #1 seed for TSA. How do you feel? So you haven't played TSA yet this second round, Robin.
Yeah.
How
I mean,
how
it's
are
gonna
you
be
feeling?
fun. I'm excited. Honestly, to go back to this game, I was super happy because me and Thrifty finally pulled off something that we'd been trying for 3 seasons to do. And that was Tom catch the Defiler. I was so happy that happened finally right at the end of that game. If you don't know what that is, that's when Karthus has his E, and Tom Kench eats him, and then Tom Kench is doing like 1,000,000 AoE damage for 7 seconds while the Karthus is sitting in his stomach.
Oh, I did not know that an interaction existed. That is fantastic.
It works with Aurelion Soul and anybody that has like a persistent AoE. But yeah, that made me so happy. That made my whole season so far. Just to be able to do that, because I was like, oh, Thrifty, we finally drafted Tom Kench and Karthus. Maybe we could do Tom Kench the Defiler finally this game. And then we were closing it out, and I was like, oh, maybe it's not going to happen. And then they went all in on his top, and I was able to eat Karthus and then run around like a bonobo.
Ma! The bonobos! They're on stream! Oh, man.
Nice. Well, Zach, you got any final questions?
Hey, do you know how to beat, or what do you call it, Splinter yet? Is there a clear, obvious way for your team to beat Splinter yet?
The first time we matched up against them, we thought fighting them with a better team fight comp might have been the answer. But after watching the Purple and Camera Squad do it this past week, it's looking like maybe like hard disengage, peel, kited out comps are mildly susceptible to that. But yeah, it's definitely hard armor to pierce against that team, but it looks like there's a couple chinks in the armor that are slowly getting exposed over the season here, and hopefully there's a formula there that we can figure out.
Wait, so it was just the Purple and Camera Squad? There's nobody else there?
I mean, Phoenix Blaze is my boy.
Wait, what? What?
All right, cut the stream.